So it's a beautiful spring Saturday afternoon. We're getting a little bit of yard work done, but I wanted to share with you a few myths and facts about foster care today.
All right, so we are picking up some mulch and some pea gravel and a few little plants to do a little bit of landscaping at the house.
You can't pick the kids that come into your home. That is a myth. When you first get your license, you get to specify what ages and genders that you would like as far as foster children. But also, when you get a phone call, you have the freedom to say no. If it's not good timing, if it's maybe not one of the ages that you specified that they're calling you about, don't ever be afraid to say no. You know your limits. You'll get little to no information about the children before they come to your home. That is true most of the time. Most of the time when you receive a placement, they'll come straight to you from the parent's house, and there's always so much going on. The caseworker probably doesn't have a lot of information about the children. There might be a time that you receive a child that has already been in foster care, and in that case, you'll get a little bit more information. But for the most part, there's not going to be a lot of information when you first receive the child. So along the same lines, you'll get your foster children directly from their biological parents or their biological home. And that is kind of a both. That's not necessarily true. There are times that you might receive a foster placement from a group home, or they may have already been in foster care and their current foster family just cannot care for them for one reason or another. It happens. I don't know how common it is though.
So our kids came from a previous foster home into our home. Our first set of kids that we fostered were actually directly from their biological home. Fostering is too expensive. Myth. We thought we would never be able to afford kids, but with fostering, we were completely wrong. The state pays for nearly everything, from Medicaid to dental to vision, also child care, some legal expenses, and even some mileage is covered by the state. So we had very little expense when we were fostering. But
that doesn't mean that you will make money doing foster care. You may have heard that myth as well. You don't make money doing foster care. There are expenses the state doesn't cover. We had to purchase a new car in order to fit all of our kids. And we also had to get a bigger table. So things like that, more beds, you're gonna have to pay for.
A little side note is we had some people that thought we were pretty crazy when we first got started fostering. When we went out and bought a new vehicle and we didn't even have a big family yet.
We hadn't even met the kids yet.
So you have to own your own home and or be married to foster. Myth. You actually just have to have a safe environment for your kids or for your foster kids. So single foster parents are so valuable. You don't know what a difference you can make in that life's child or that in that child's life. We have met many single foster parents. It may be a little overwhelming because it's even overwhelming for Crystal and I.
What are you and Dad about to do?
I think he's gonna try to move this rock.
This? That? Dad, can you show us your weapon?
You'll get too attached. That is true, but is it really such a bad thing? If you think about why you're interested in foster care, in the first place, you're wanting to help people. And when you help people, sometimes you're a little vulnerable. I promise you will get too attached. But if you focus on your purpose, if you focus on why you're doing what you're doing, it will be totally worth it.
I'll get it. The system is broken.
That may be true, but is that any reason not to get involved, especially when people are out there that need our help?
And there are a lot of kids out there that need help.
Okay, so this one's kind of hard. Foster children have behavioral developmental problems. The waters get a little muddy here. Yes, almost all, 99.9 foster children are going to experience trauma. Just being separated from their parents alone is incredibly traumatic. Does that mean that all foster children have extreme behavior? Absolutely not. Does that mean that all foster children are going to be developmentally behind? Absolutely not. Every child is different. Be aware, be compassionate, and the best news is you have a lot of help behind you. Your caseworkers can help you. There are lots of counselors out there that can help you. And so just remember, there are a ton of resources out there. You're not in this alone, and it's not as scary as it sounds. Biological parents are bad people. That one's a myth. Yes, biological parents need help, just like the kids do. That's kind of part of our job, is to support the biological parents. So it was super important for us that the parents know that we are doing whatever it takes to keep their kids safe while they're receiving the help that they need. We offer help to them in as many ways as we possibly can. We just want to let them know that we're here to help them. And finally, I can't foster, so there's nothing I can do to help. That is a big fat myth. Myth, 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 myth. There's so much you can do to help. You can do respites, which is watching our kids for us while we have things that we need to do. We can't take the kids with us. Babysitting is huge. Friendship, your friendship and support, encouragement is so important for us. Just helping us to feel normal is probably the best thing that you can do. You can bring meals to a foster family. You can invite us over for dinner in tents. And
We kind of like that a lot.
there are lots of things. Hand-me-down clothes. Hand-me-down clothes are amazing. There's so much that you can do to help, even if you can't foster. We're done here. I think it looks pretty good. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any more questions, we hope this was helpful, but please don't hesitate to reach out to us, and we will see you next time.